What's up, YouTube? Welcome in for some more Balatro. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of streamers attempting the Jokerless challenge, and I've always thought that Jokerless was a very fun and very interesting way to play the game, so I decided to run the challenge myself and see if I could give a sort of walkthrough on how one might beat Jokerless. Fortunately, my very first run, I won the challenge, cementing my 100% victory rate with the challenge. Catch my streams every day except Sunday, and subscribe for more daily Balatro content. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one. Chat, I was watching Major League Balatro earlier today. And Gothic Lord UK, who was playing against Raffle, if I recall correctly, had their buttons reversed. Just like for no reason, and I was crashing out, man. I was like, how can you play it, man? Switch buttons should also switch skip and select blind. Wait, that would actually be peak. Grabbing ice cream for this, I got you. What's up, Warhammer? Welcome in. All right, let's lock in, shall we? Probably I'm losing. I'm not expecting to be undefeated at Jokerless. I already got punished. Oh my god, dude. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. -$1. Isn't there a mod that does that? Switches the buttons? It's not a mod, it's base game. Saturn card's an incredible start. Let's just go next. God. I almost did it again. This is going to take so much getting used to, chat. You have no idea. Probably we go for the 765 straight. 8675. 87654. I know how to count. Play hand. I hate this. I hate this. How do you switch buttons? Already throwing fits. Already throwing. It's white stake. You get money on small blind anyway. Yeah, but minus money for hands, bruh. All right, Temperance. That's actually huge in this challenge. I've heard that's really good. I've heard Temperance is a really good card. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. If you want to switch the buttons, it's this button right here. It's the first thing in the settings. You go here and you click that. Wait, this isn't the omelet. Play hand on right seems so much better. God. Deranged chatter. I believe in you, my streamer. I appreciate it, Zor. Thank you. Let's go next, because more often than not, we can beat this blind. Just off of straight planet levels. That's the one thing about straights in Jokerless, man. I mean, like, 4 of a kind does it too, but it's less consistent just because you have to fix more for 4 of a kind. Dude, you can win even up to Vessel. You can win every blind up to Vessel. If you get like 2 blue seals, you can win every blind up to Vessel on just straight planet levels. Like, you don't even need like glass cards or steel or what have you. It's actually crazy how much heavy lifting. Okay, I guess I'll go f myself. That's cool. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I am going to take a Sun card and maybe level up straight flush. Because probably that's a decent way of getting out of the wall. Could also take a boss tag here, but I think on white stake, all of my blinds are probably just too valuable to ever do that. Wish I would have kept the jack, but it is what it is. Really wish I would have kept the jack. I get the 6. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this doesn't win. Gonna devil here anyway, just in case my calcs are off, but I'm almost certain this doesn't win. I hate that the buttons are reversed already. Can I change this back? God, this is terrible. Okay, full house wins. This is fine. Chat, should I eat food? If you want to. Beneath the clothes we find a man, and beneath the man we find his nucleus. You made the redeem? Hey, Kita told me to do it, man. Blame Kita. No Joker challenge? Yes, this is Jokerless. Okay, Hermit here is huge. I wouldn't be that averse to Planet Merchant, but let's see what the shop has in store for me first. I hate that it's that low of a rank, but probably any red seal where we see 4 times, where we're seeing 4 times as many tarot cards in the shop. Probably just any red seal is a take. Let's take you. Probably I don't care that much about strength. 2 straights here wins, which is a bit of a tall order, but we'll see. Toss it. Play the 2 pair. Chat, this isn't multiplayer. Oh, did I not change the, Oh, I literally changed the YouTube stream title. Refresh. Why did you change the button placement? Somebody redeemed, switch the buttons. How long will it stay swapped? My intent was just, they'll stay swapped until somebody else redeems it. So probably I'm just gonna have to get used to it. Okay. We keep the gold. Probably I'll do the... we don't have that many... Well, we have exactly as many cards as we would need for a queen through 8 straight. So probably I just play the lower end cards, and then we can maybe top deck that queen through 8 straight. Because that would get us out. That also works, I'm almost certain. Don't mind too terribly blocking the priestess here. It's alright. No one will redeem it again, streamer? Yeah, probably not. That's okay. These are 12 bucks. That brings me to what? 28. So I can take both of these and the Emperor. Maybe I just do that. Honestly, probably I just go straight levels. I think I know I had the plan for straight flush, but I think if we can hit 2 Saturns here, that's just way too powerful. Probably I do this. Probably I do this. We get another Saturn, and now we probably beat wall, no problem. So let me sell you. Let me pop the Emp, and we get the Sun card back anyway with a little deck fixing stapled to it as a thank you note. Okay, that's pretty fire. This is an optimal hanging position here, but seeing as how we have 3 to a straight, and it's like... And probably if I'm doing the 3 to a straight thing, I just want to go for high cards anyway. We'll hang them here. I'll kick the ace to the curb just so I can see more cards. Okay. Okay, this is not looking the greatest. No 10. Cool. Sadly, can't stay long. Hope the gaming is fun. College time. Appreciate you popping in at all. Rests. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you're doing well, man. Okay, if I can just draw a 10 here, that'd be huge. Does this maybe not beat wall? It's fine. We're just gonna top deck a low straight on the backswing, right? Surely. Good morning, Chad. Good morning, Zalitsky. I was gonna say we only needed 200 times 16 to win there, so it actually wasn't that bad. Okay. Well, we got wall out of the way. That's not too shabby. Existence with the hydrate, I got you. Hydrate again, I got you, man. Dude, I feel like I'm getting sick. I don't know. You know when you're, like, getting sick initially and you can, like, feel it in, like, the back of your nasal cavity? I don't know if that's relatable to anybody, but I have that feeling, and, like, I don't feel bad whatsoever, which is really weird, because normally when I have that feeling, I feel bad, and I feel completely fine, but I've had that feeling in the back of my, like, nasal cavity for the past, like, 2-3 days. So I'm wondering if I'm, like, starting to get sick and my, like, body just doesn't know it yet, or what. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. Purple seal. This is kind of a pivotal choice. Blue seals give us a lot of strength for the long term of the run. But the purple seal can help us fix for straights better. Probably the blue seal is more impactful, though, because the shop is just going to be tossing tarot cards at us anyway. Drink tea? I might, honestly. I'm normally not a tea guy, but I do like it when I'm, you know, when I've got that kind of feeling going on. So I might crack some tea tonight. I don't know. Maybe I'll make some before I go to bed or something. I would love to keep this blue seal if I have to play it. That's fine. I don't love that draw. Probably I'll just make a straight with this blue seal, and then I can try and put my other blue seal in my hand as well. It's probably not happening, but we'll see. Okay, I have the straight. I can play the straight. I lose blue seal value, but I gain $3, so I'm not that upset over it. I'm not that gutted, so to speak. 10 clams. I mean, honestly, straight scaling is so good. Like a hungman here. Maybe we do fool for the hungman here. So that we can see our blue seals more often, and maybe we'll profit more Saturns off of that. But I kind of just want to rip the Saturn, fool Saturn. Let's look in the packs and maybe gather some info before we do that. Because if we get like a third blue seal in this pack, then probably I'm just gonna rip the deck fixing. Okay, let's take the Saturn card and then take the fool for the Saturn. I think it's fine. Go next. Probably we don't care about hone. Can do one of these. Try and keep that blue seal. Okay. Okay. Kind of tragic, but we do at least get a blue seal. Chat, we're out of milk. I'm sulky. Drink Everclear with no dilution. Mima always used to say that was the best remedy for a sore throat. Despite everyone in my family loving tea, I hate literally every caffeinated tea. I'm not just like, unless it is precisely hot chocolate, which is probably just more a nostalgia thing than like an actual taste thing. I'm just not really a big fan of like hot drinks. I don't know. Kind of never been a huge fan of them. Probably I take 3 of a kind into Full House. Like, tea's not bad. I would just, like, never drink it unless I'm sick. It's, like, one of those things. Like, I don't hate it by any means, but, like, you know, if I'm just, like, having dinner or something, if I'm cooking myself dinner, I'm never just, like, making myself tea to go with it. But I don't really have, like, a huge problem with it. Hone would only make a difference if you took a magic trick. Oh, I forgot about standard pack editions. Probably it's fine. Base straight still wins here, so let me just try and... Oh, for fuck's sake, okay. This is a 5 of clubs. Is this a spade? That's a club. That's gotta be a 6, no? Is this a club? I guess it could be a heart as well. It could be like a 7 of hearts, maybe. I'm thinking it's the 6 of clubs. We haven't seen it. We've seen the 7 of hearts. This has got to be the 6 of clubs. I play this game too much. Saturn card. $10. Take a Justice card into the Arcana pack. Probably I'd like to take Seed Money as well. That is perhaps the best Hermit card of all time. In this situation, we'll take the Standard pack. I'll take the Polychrome Jack, but probably we're not going to care that much about it, and then I'll take Seed Money. Hone doesn't even work with Magic Trick because it's bugged. I thought Magic Trick was only bugged for seals. How many hours do you have according to Steam? Almost 700. It's like pretty damn close. I'm over here short, man. What's up, Odin? It's bugged in multiple ways. Interesting. I thought it was only the seal production that was bugged, but yeah, that's kind of stinky if it's also like Hone interactability. Is that a word? It is now. I'm just gonna whiff on the straight, probably. If I keep drawing like this, I'm going to, so maybe I hit him with one of these. Just toss the blue seal for the sake of not passing away. Okay. This one straight should win, so can ship the pair in the hopes of another blue seal pulling up. Sad, but not horrendous. We're still alive. Probably I could have kept the blue seal, but when our deck is this fat, I don't really want to be risking it. I can rotate the devil in. I could take an Arcana pack. Magician cards are pretty cool. Probably I just hit up these jacks. Another Saturn card. For modded Mondays, can you add the Pokemon Plus mod? What does that do? Oh, the water might actually kill me unless I get kind of lucky. I might have to invoke some streamer luck for the water to not just immediately murder me. I'm gonna try and keep the Red Seal 4. Adds new decks. Interesting. I'm gonna try and keep this, because if I can make it into gold, that's going to be a ton of money. Okay, huge. Let's make the gold card. We whiffed the blue seals yet again, but $6 is gonna allow me to dry my tears with my money. Okay. Boss blind's a little scary. Take purple seal. Purple seals and blue seals pretty much the only things that I'm taking at this point because our deck is so fat. Probably reroll is not worth. Let's just go next. Okay, I'm gonna want to draw like extremely aggressively for the straight here. So probably I'll keep the blue seal jack in hand, just in case we top deck another jack along with the straight. But probably we're gonna have to play it as a part of the straight, which is fine. It always does something when I don't buy it. Yeah, exactly, bro. Literally any action that you can take in multiplayer at all. Okay, if I can guarantee some form of value, I'm going to guarantee the gold. So let's just ship 2 here. And if we get blue seal value on top of it, that's huge. If we don't, it is what it is. Let's get the gold. I don't understand why moving Jokers works. If I have a Naninth run going and I have a Blueprint, Baron, Mime, and Brainstorm, why should it matter if I move them? Well, for starters, you want to copy... You want as many scoring effects as you have triggers. And then on top of that, you can also full copy Mime at the end of the blind to get a bunch of gold. It's min-maxing triggers to mult effects. Yeah, exactly. I've lost 2 multiplayer games to Hone. That's so sad. Late? What's up, Dan? I'm not late. Welcome in. If one is copying Mime, so now it's 1.5x mult times 2, I'm scoring. That's not how it works. It's the same, it seems. No. Okay, Telescope for straight runs is phenomenal. The eye is, like, actually free with straights. Because straights are more than likely going to win anyway, immediately. So probably that's fine. We also have this Justice card, but probably I want to use that before too long, so I'm not blocking it in the shop. Did I tell you all the time I lost a game because of a 0.3% chance of a soul showing up because of Showman duplicate? That's actually so sad. That's actually tragic. I would freak out if that happened. Yet another situation where if I can keep the gold card, that would be sick, but probably I'm expecting to play it as a part of the straight. 3 2s, 3 7s. Not the worst draw, but if I'm only cycling 2 cards, yeah, it actually is. I'll keep the blue seal. Maybe I'll spend the $3. Okay. This wins. Let's sell the Hierophant. I wanna keep my... We have 2 pretty fancy jacks, and then we have 2 pretty fancy 9s. I know we have the Red Seal Gold, but that can kind of just stay off to the side as its own value piece. So probably I'm working more towards, like, jacks and 9s. No, because you were mage. Huh? What is bro yapping about? All right, we'll take the Hermie Celestial pack since we have vouchers guaranteed Saturn. I can Tarot block in the shop. It's a decent tarot block. Gives me a pretty decent chance at another Hermit again. That would have been sick. Probably Magician is more expected value than the Emperor. So we'll pop that. And then... I don't know. I don't have as many. I have a high planet level, but I don't have as many. I'm not hitting my blue seals as many times as I would like to be doing, so probably I'm gonna take this this chariot card from the shop. Okay, we have a straight here, so I can try and discard for some value. Of course. Of course. You know what? I'm gonna use hands because the straight should win. Yeah, the straight auto wins based on levels, so I'm just gonna cycle. Okay. Chat, I ran out of extremely stale graham crackers to eat. 'Tis a hard life. Tragic, man. One more time for the blue seal, pretty please. Hey, okay, okay. Probably I make the blue seal into steel since we want to be keeping it anyway, and then I'll make one of these 8s into glass since that's in the range that we want to be playing. Because I don't want to be blocking either of those, right? Because those are both really, holy mult and money hit Batman. Those are both really good for late game, Chariot and Justice, so the more that I can see them in the shop, the better. 13 bucks. Somebody said a Temperance would go really hard right now. Ban that, chatter. Take a purple seal. That's also in the range. Don't want red seal rocks. Oh, I have seed money. I completely forgot about this. Probably I should have still bought that star card, but that's okay. I'm sorry. How are you doing better than Unseen? Bro, I literally am undefeated in Jokerless. This is not a bit. This is not a bit. I am undefeated in Jokerless. I'm not kidding. But I think a large portion of it has to do with luck. I'm not gonna lie. I think a very large portion of it has to do with luck. Doubters shivering they timbers right now. If I keep the ace, I can keep the blue seal as a guarantee. I'm gonna risk the glass. If it breaks, it's not a huge deal. We still have 3 antes to make glass. Okay. How many times have you played Jokerless? Not that many. Not that many. I've played it twice on stream and once off stream, and that off stream time was last night. He's playing face card straights for photo Chad? Yeah, exactly. That chatter's locked in. Probably I always want Tarot Merchant with 2 blue seals in the deck. Death Hungman is actually, like, also insane. Chat, when I say throbbing, like, you guys have no idea. Take the Arcana pack. Temperance, let's go! Let's hang these 4s, and then I can death a Jack. I've beaten Jokerless 3 times with straights, once with 4 of a kind, and once with flush just to prove something. I feel like flush is the flush has to have like an immolate or something. Seems like Jokerless, you just follow a general strategy with straights or something, and you win since the shops aren't cluttered with jokers. I mean, straights are the most consistent, I think. 4 of a kind is debatably more consistent, and it's better scoring. But it's less reliable from an early game perspective. In the early game, 1 Saturn card gets you through pretty much all of the first 2 antes. And the, like, after that, it's just kind of off to the races. Whereas Mars is like, you know, it's much less consistent. Do I want to keep Death in my Fool, or do I want to go for Priestess? Neither of these other cards do anything, and Priestess has, like, what, a 7 in 9 chance, but actually less than that because it creates 2 planet cards. But it has a more often, it has a more likely than not chance of doing nothing. So probably I'll skip and keep Death in my Fool. I am gonna go a bit below interest cap for Tarot Merchant because I think tarot cards here are disgusting value. The arm probably doesn't matter. Ship the purple seal or discard the purple seal. Another Justice card? That's kind of huge. Okay. I need a Jack, por favor. Tragic. I'm trying to draw to a hole in a straight, which is a really bad idea. I was about to say that that probably ends up with me dying, and then we drew another Jack. So actually, I'm a liar, and you shouldn't listen to me. Gonna try and draw a second Jack so that I can get 2 blue seals. Okay. I can live with that. Probably, what did I... Okay, we have less 10s in the deck as well because I smashed a glass 10. Probably I make a glass 9 and then I just don't play it because we don't need to play it here, right? So it's just we're stocking up on glass for the late game, but we don't need it right now, so there's no point in risking it. So we'll ship this. Best case scenario, we get a money hit, but we still get a blue seal even though we don't get a money hit. 32k gets us through big blind and not boss. But 32k with glass gets us through boss. So probably we want to sack a glass card to the boss. To mitigate the -1 level, because that's really annoying. A good Spanish accent, holy moly, streamer. I don't even remember what I said in Spanish, but thank you. You know who's late? What's up, Wampy? Welcome in. Probably I go for the low straight so I can get away with discarding the purple seal. Actually, I've been hanging low cards. That was a terrible idea. And now I'm going to get punished for it because I'm probably going to be forced to discard some gold or risk my glass, either or. Actually, I never have to risk my glass, but I am going to discard some gold. Yeah, I did not have to do that, but that's okay. I really want to not pass away here, so I am going to spend another $3, so to speak. That's fine. Bro said, "Yo quiero Taco Bell." That's crazy, bro. Yeah, once again, I would really rather not die, so probably I'm doing this, honestly. Getting a little scary out here. Getting a little scary out here for my liking. I could maybe do this just to get some extra lucky value right now. Probably the blue seal on the off chance that we top deck another 9 is worth more to me than the gold right now. So let's ship this. No money. I'm sad. Okay, we get the straight. We get the big straight. Probably I do this, and if we top deck another jack, we're chilling, because this wins, right? Yeah, so worst case scenario, we just play the straight with 2 blue seals, and then we're sad, but we move on. But if I draw another 9 or another jack, then we get a blue seal proc. Yeah, something like that. That's huge. That's pretty cool. Ship it. Molt trigger, no money. Sad. It's actually even funnier that I said that because I'm told when I get mad, I'm just a chihuahua. 10-9-8-7-6, my man. That was a straight. Did I miss a straight? My bad. I'm just blind, apparently. We'll take the Hungman. We have no glass into the arm, which probably means I'm going to have to keep glass in my hand if I find it. Okay. That's pretty good. Speaking of keeping glass, let me hang these guys. Blue seal density at this point is everything. Probably I could get away with keeping the queen, but I'm not going to. Okay. I would rather not risk 2 glass cards, so I'm still going to discard here. Okay, that's kind of perfect. I guess now I can ship... Jack 10-9-8-7 wins with the glass. Actually, did that win? That one without glass. Oh, I didn't need to risk glass here. Maybe once this goes down a planet level, I would. Doesn't matter. Let's ship high cards for blue seals. See if we can do some damage control on this boss, so to speak. Okay, we get 1 blue seal. I have room for 1 more. Probably we're not hitting it because we're only cycling 2 cards, but it's always possible. We have 2 more in the deck. Queen Jack 10-9-8 with the blue seal. Yeah, ship it. Okay, we hit the fancy jack, so maybe we get more value anyway. Ship it. Yeah, we still probably would have been fine without the glass, but that's okay. The glass doesn't break anyway because I have streamer luck. Saturn card. Put hand on the right, it's a new redeem. It's gonna be like this until somebody uses the redeem again. Anti-7 needle. This is exactly how last night's run went for me for Jokerless. Last night's Jokerless run also ended on anti-7 needle. Oh, you have streamer luck pop wheel? Yeah, sure thing. Switch buttons, put it back. I got you. Appreciate the redeem, Wampy. And Yoshitsune immediately switched it back. Okay, that's commitment to the bit. That's actually huge. Probably I sell wheel here to take crystal ball as early as possible. Thank you, Yoshitsune. My potential VIP. It's so tragic, man. I'm sorry. All right, let's go into the blind. Probably I don't need to risk glass here. So let's hit him with one of these. I have a death card, so we're guaranteed at least one blue seal hit here. Now we're guaranteed 2. Probably I do this just to not block death. I guess I could have cycled more cards to see if I found the steel blue seal, because the steel blue seal is more impactful. It is what it is. This pack I'm playing has a deck that makes it to where every 3 rounds you go back 1 ante and lose a hand size. How hard is this to complete? Every 3 rounds or every 3 antes? If it's every 3 rounds, then that's impossible. But if it's every 3 antes, as long as you're playing pairs, rounds, oh, so it's impossible. That's crazy. You gotta redeem mid-blind so he doesn't have time to readjust. Yeah, true. How many planet levels to get a 100k score on straights? I want to say you need around a level 40 straight. Also, something that I wanted to mention way earlier, because this is probably going to go up as a YouTube video, so it's going to be like somewhat of an educational resource on challenge, on the Jokerless challenge. So I wanted to mention this way earlier, but I'll mention it now because otherwise I'm just going to forget for the entire stream. When you're playing the Jokerless challenge, I don't know if I can see the challenge. I guess if I went to like new run or something. Oh wait, no, I can see. Yeah, if I go here, when you're playing the Jokerless challenge, notably, as far as I know, none of like the regular bosses are banned. But something that you should always have in the back of your mind, and why I'm like putting extra glass in my deck, even though I don't necessarily need it, and extra steels in my deck, is when you're playing Jokerless, because 3 of the 5 finisher bosses interact with Jokers, there's only actually 2 finisher bosses that you can ever face in Jokerless. That being because Crimson Heart is banned, Verdant Leaf is banned, and Amber Acorn is banned, along with all of like along with all the Joker stuff. So when you play Jokerless, when you get to the finisher boss, it is guaranteed that you are going to face either the Cerulean Bell or the Violet Vessel. If you're playing straights, which I would highly recommend, because it's like, you know, we're on anti-7 small blind, and we're beating the blind with just our planet level, nothing else, which is why I can't recommend straights enough for this challenge. But when you're playing straights and you're scoring this high already, I would actually say Vessel is the easier of the 2 bosses, because 1 glass and 1 steel, maybe if you're getting lucky with your blue steels, even just the 1 glass kind of trivializes Vessel. Whereas Cerulean Bell, if you get like very unlucky, you can kind of just be forced to never draw straights. But that is something that you should always have in the back of your mind, is you can only ever face those 2 finisher bosses, so you always need to have a plan. Cerulean Bell is kind of just going to be like deck fix and pray. You're going to need to be able to reliably hit your straights. But for the Vessel, you should always be thinking, okay, how many glass cards, how many steel cards do I need to clear 300,000 points? Bell can be like a death sentence with my luck. Yeah, I would say especially so on... I mean, if you're playing like 4 of a kind or 3 of a kind or something like that, you probably don't care about Bell. But on straight builds especially... God, I can't talk. On straight builds especially, which is what I recommend for this challenge because they're so strong, Bell can, if you like Giga low roll, it can just kind of kill you, like outright, which is annoying. But like, there's ways to remedy it, right? You can keep deck fixing cards in your consumable slots, stuff like that. You can deck fix more of your deck, just like in general. Probably I don't need any more jacks. I could take more queens. That's not really the rank that I need. We could take a 10 to fill in the gap of 10s that we have for straights. Probably we don't need to do that. I think if we're taking anything here, it's the purple seal, which probably I will take. The flint anti-7 would be nasty. Okay, I'll take that 10 particularly because it's steel. Probably I'm not taking anything else that's not like a purple seal or anything. To that of that nature. We have the winning straight, so let's just go for more blue seals. Okay. If we don't draw the straight on needle, I mean, that's like super unlikely, but there is a chance, obviously, with the polychrome at the back. Money. Huge. 2 blue seals. Are there any challenge runs that are actually challenging? Yeah, this one. I'm just kind of breezing through it, so maybe it doesn't look super challenging, but yeah, Jokerless for, I would say, 99% of the player population is probably going to run Jokerless for, like, a very long time, right? Could take another blue seal, but we have to think we're pre-anti-7 boss, so we're getting, at the very most, if we draw this every single time that we can draw it before winning, we're getting 3 procs out of this. Probably that's just not worth it crowding our deck, especially when we already have 4 blue seals. The natty red seal glass is also something to consider, but probably is not worth it for the same reason, especially since, I mean, I haven't been paying super close attention to our points, but I'm assuming that just a glass and a steel at this point gets us out of Vessel, especially when we take more blue seals, so probably the deck fixing is not worth here. The red seal glass is a free win against Violet Vessel. I mean, yeah, but we kind of already have one. We could take it just to be funny, but I think we don't need to. And more blue. Why can't these be my gold stake packs, man? I would be elated to have gold stake packs that contained a third of the blue seals that we've seen in today's stream. God damn. That's actually kind of annoying. Okay, should have bought World. That was a fantastic example of why we should always Tarot block. Probably another reroll is not worth. Okay, now we have to dodge bad draws on the needle. But probably we're fine. Yeah, there's our straight. And we even draw the blue seal. If I have to risk glass here, I will. It's a little sketch, but it is what it is. Actually, probably glass is worth... I forgot I had crystal ball. Chat, you didn't see that. Probably glass is worth more to me than a planet card is at this point. So probably I'm just going to ship the blue seal just to not risk the glass. And then we'll hold on to the Hungman because I don't think Hanging Kings is that good. So yeah, with the polychrome, we're making 105,000. So if we get polychrome, glass, steel, we win against Vessel. We have Cerulean Bell, which means we need literally no... Once we get more planet levels, we're going to need no glass or steel or anything, but that is actually worse for us because the Bell is, again, really annoying for... It's really annoying for... What's it called? For straight builds. Paintbrush is pretty sick. Can maybe just hang on to the Hungman for the Bell? We've been drawing straights extremely reliably thus far. Probably we could just do that. And that increases our chance of getting out of that, I would say, quite a bit. Paintbrush helps a lot for Bell. Yeah, Paintbrush is not insignificant for Bell by any means. I have three consumable slots. I don't care about any of these. What is in my Fool? Saturn card. Probably I just hold off and maybe a purple seal gives me a Saturn card. Or maybe a Fool in the next shop gives me a Saturn card. Holy straight top deck. If I could have something like that on Cerulean Bell, that would be huge. I'm going to discard the purple seal here, though. I just said I was going to hang on to the Hungman. I really want to use it here, but probably that's just not worth. Because that always gives me a chance to die. We'll take the Devil card. Those are buns, and we don't really need to... I guess we can planet block the shop a little bit, so I'll keep the Earth card there. Discard this. Just need a Jack. Okay. Now I just need another 9, preferably. Huge. We're actually in a position where we can get 3 blue seals here. Probably I only need 2, though. For keeping that hungman. I'll do this for the extra lucky card money, maybe. Because we're winning anyway. What is my straight level giving me now? Straight with steel is 113, which means straight normally is like, what? 80-ish, give or take. I think just shy of 80. So we do need 1 steel card to win, but other than that, we should be fine. There's the glass as well. That could maybe help. Another standard. We don't care about gold seals this late. Let's do the Saturn card. Reroll. Don't care about any of y'all. I keep forgetting I have this extra slot. I should have tarot blocked there. I don't think it mattered, but I wasn't paying attention, so it damn well could have. Let's discard. Let's sell you. Discard the purple seal. We get a sun card. That matters not. Get another chance to discard for something yummy. Let's do that. Devil card. Most likely doesn't matter, but still in theory could. Okay. Probably I only need 1 blue seal here. Ship it. Unlock flush house for real. No. Saturn card. 17 bucks. I mean, if this was like anti-5, anti-6, either the purple seal or the polychrome red seal here are both phenomenal, but we just don't need them. Crowding the deck against the Cerulean Bell is like the last thing that I want to do right now. Make more poly jacks. I mean, I would if we had death. This is the last shop, so we're just free to roll down here. Should have blocked Devil. Chariot card could be cool. Let's pop you. Probably don't care about the rock. 1 more. Take a straight flush level for good luck. Why didn't you get antimatter? SMH. Yeah, who knows, man. Alright, and Bell. We do not have a straight top deck. So I'll hit him with one of these. Probably these tarot cards are like the best tarot cards I can get. I have to discard my only 9 here, but we have 9s in the deck, so that should be fine. We have hella 9s because we have blue seal 9s. Okay. Little frustrating. And now we have the winning hand. We can use Justice on you just to make sure. But this should win with no problems. Even with just 1 steel trigger. Yep. And like I said, glass with 1 steel. Violet Vessel here is triple what normal boss blinds are, or what normal final bosses are. So Violet Vessel here would have been 300,000 points. With the Justice card and with the steel trigger, we got 311,000. So we would have won against Vessel as well. Not a bad Jokerless run, huh? Not a bad Jokerless run. Still the GOAT. Still undefeated, by the way.